All right, so I was going through my collection, came across a few things that got me thinking, why did I buy this card again? So I have a handful of PSA slabs, some raw cards. Let's start off with this 2007 Bowman Corey Kluber rookie card in a PSA 10, and the 10 has terrible centering here. Picked this up probably after his last good season for under $40, but since then he hasn't really done anything but be injured. So up next, this 2015 Bowman Jorge Mateo chrome refractor autograph. And this guy, pretty good player in the minor leagues, not so much yet in the big leagues, although I think he has shown some signs of life in Oakland. I'm not sure if he's still with the organization, but I think he's like 25, 26 now, so no longer really a prospect. The PSA 9 version of this. I think this one cost me like $70. I'll try to assign prices to them if I can remember. These next two were bought together. They might have been my first PSA 10s or some of my first PSA 10 purchases. The 2001 Upper Deck Prospect Premiers, Ryan Howard and David Wright. So at the time, these guys were perennial all-stars, and these were inexpensive. These were like $25 a piece, maybe. So not too crazy. And I think when it came to PSA 10s, say 15, 20 years ago, I took a sort of a short-sighted view of it. I bought 9s because I think the 9s aligned more with the Beckett high price in the price guide, and 10s were exponentially more so. And I remember thinking that, why would I want to pay more than what the price guide says? And I might have told that story before in other videos. I don't remember, but I think that's what the rationale was. So I didn't really start buying 10s until maybe 2008, like a little over 10 years ago. Like this one here, the Johan Santana 2000 Finest. I think he was coming off his no-hitter year 2007. He threw one with the Mets, threw like 200 pitches in that game. And then after that, he sort of just kind of like tailed off career-wise. Still a nice-looking card. I paid $100 for this card. I do remember that, and I don't think it's $100 today. So these next three hold the distinction of being in my son's toy box currently, and they were featured in my most recent flipping video. This 2002 Bowman Chrome Dontrell Willis PSA 9 rookie card. The 1997 Bowman Javier Vasquez rookie card. And I picked him up because I think the Yankees were about to or had just acquired him prior to the 2004 season. This is the winter that Andy Pettit and Clemens left the team. They brought in Vasquez and they brought in Kevin Brown, and that was a disaster, to say the least. And then the last one, the Freddie Garcia rookie card from 1999 Bowman Chrome. Again, the PSA 9. So yeah, my son enjoys these. He sees me, messing around with my cards, and obviously I'm not going to give him those to play with, so fine with those. Okay, up next is a 2001 Bowman Chase Utley rookie card. Just a basic Bowman paper, not chrome, PSA 9 again. This one was like $25 or less than that, so again, not too deep into it, but the stuff does add up. All right, and these last slabs, I guess I'll group them together. This was an ill-advised attempt to try to pick up as many Don Mattingly cards in PSA 9 as I could, and fortunately, I came to my senses when I got this deep into it. But here we have the Donruss highlights. This Fleer Baseball's Best, this O-Pee-Chee Premier, 91 Stadium Club, 94 Upper Deck. I mean, just random cards, like 90 Leaf, and 85 Donruss Highlights, 86 Donruss Highlights, 86 Donruss. Yeah, so again, I don't know what I was thinking I was going to do with this. Yeah, so again, glad I came to my senses on that one. And then these last group here, these are raw cards I picked up, and this is probably more so a prospecting thing that I didn't do so well at or well with. First up, Justice Sheffield. Now, this guy might see some action this year. He's the starting rotation for the Mariners, I believe. And I think like 24, 20, I think 25 now. But he was a highly touted prospect for the Yankees. They picked him up, I think they got him from Cleveland with Clint Frazier. Yeah, and they flipped him to Seattle for James Paxton. This next guy was a disappointment, Chance Adams. Oh, by the way, I think this was like $50 when I bought it. This one here, Chance Adams. This wasn't cheap. I want to say it was somewhere in the $75 range, maybe close to $100, because this guy had really good minor league numbers and seemed to have a bright future in the starting rotation for the Yankees, but didn't work out, and not even as a reliever. And I don't even think he's in the organization anymore. Chance Adams, once highly touted prospect for the Yankees, as was this guy. Dustin Fowler, he looked really good as a player. I saw him in his first game on TV, blew his knee out. I think he ran into the wall. I'm not sure if it was Chicago White Sox or somebody. He was subsequently traded along with Mateo and James Caprelli and I think somebody else for the Sonny Gray, and they got somebody else in that trade, I think. So still in the A's organization, I believe, and still has a chance to kind of prove things. All right, this guy might have been the most expensive one I picked up, this Blake Rutherford. Now, this guy is still young, but he was really highly touted prospect for the Yankees. I think they signed him out of high school. And he is now in the White Sox organization. He might be like 23, 24. So, again, still pretty young. This card is from, 2018? Or 2017, 2018? So Blake Rutherford. And I think this one's something back like $110 or something like that. Over $100 for this. So, again, this is my attempt at prospecting. Or at least it was. And this last Yankee player, Greg Bird, what a disappointment this guy was. He looked real good, got injured, came back, looked real good. I mean, there was one spring he came in and he hit like 4-something, had like 12 home runs, and then he got hurt early in the season, and that was pretty much it. He'd been on the shelf like, I think 2 or 3 times consecutively, and then they finally cut ties, and I think he's in the Rangers organization now. But this guy looked like he was tailor-made to hit at Yankee Stadium, and it just didn't work out, unfortunately, for Bird. And this one was maybe $25. So, again, nothing too crazy, but, it's still money. And this last grouping here, for some reason, I want to prospect Brian Anderson on the Marlins. He's a decent player, but, I mean, I don't know. Here's the what's this? The living set. Here is the Silver Pack autograph rookie, and then here is the Chrome update, or Chrome rookie of Brian Anderson on the Marlins. So there you go. This was sort of, hey, WTF was I thinking? I mean, I kind of know what I was thinking at the time I bought these, but looking back, it's like I wish I wasn't thinking that. But again, I think we've all been there and have made purchases on things that maybe we wish we hadn't, or anyway. So I thought I'd throw this together. This was the top vote getter in my recent poll, and I think up next I'll roll out the year in review, like I've done for the last 7 or 8 years, where I kind of just, highlight key pickups throughout the past calendar year and offer my collecting insights and commentary on why I got what I did and the reasons behind it and things like that. So anyhow, that'll do it. As always, thanks for watching, and I will talk to you later.